news that Nelson Chamisa, the former leader of the Citizens Coalition for Change, which was hijacked by Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa's men, that is Sengezo, has decided to unblock Hopewell Chino'no. This is great news for him as a leader. It shows that indeed he is a leader, because a leader should not be emotional and block people, especially journalists. Even if they are not reporting accurately about you, it's not your job to do so. Your job is to actually keep that door open. So it's good news that Nelson Chamisa has decided to unblock Hopewell Chino'no. That is a good move. I will be discussing what is the meaning as well as the implications of this. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Chino'no Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, Hopewell Chino'no has announced on his social media accounts that he woke up today, Nelson Chamisa, having unblocked him on X, because he said, I am revealing this information because when he blocked me, I announced that Nelson Chamisa has blocked me. We have seen, obviously, Hopewell Chino'no critiquing Nelson Chamisa, which may not be comfortable, but leaders, political leaders, should learn one thing. Media work as a separate entity, and it does not work to favor. You know, we were taught the wrong thing in Zimbabwe, that we have got media personnel, who are supporting. You would see that this media institution is supporting a certain faction of ZANU-PF. This media institution is supporting the other. This one is supporting the opposition. Media should be neutral. It should not actually favor a certain individual. They exist as the watchdog of societies. They exist to point the truths to the people, to open the eyes of the people to things that they cannot see. Sometimes it may not be comfortable to the people, but they have to actually be strong and be brave enough to actually portray this information to the people. So Nelson Chamisa unblocking Hopewell Chino'no is a welcome move. It shows that he's a leader who does reflections. Now, not all leaders actually are always right. Sometimes you may do something wrong, you go and realize, no, I was not supposed to take it to that level. Let me unblock this guy. And he did demonstrate that he's not just only a political leader, but also a Christian, because Christians should be forgiving people. So he has exactly demonstrated that he should leave journalists to do their work and continue to do his work as a politician, and not expect journalists to support him. I think I stressed that point, that he has decided to. That opens a platform. If you are of the opinion that they are critiquing you wrongly, to come out openly and say your side of the story. And definitely your supporters will make an informed judgment out of all of this. But the problem also is for politicians to project, or any other individual, even myself, I'm not perfect, to try to project yourself as a perfect being. That is where the problem lies. You will never be perfect as a human being. Each and every human being makes mistakes here and there. What is important is to understand that and accept that. So Nelson Chamisa having unblocked this guy Hopewell Chino'no is a big win, particularly to the media, not only to Hopewell Chino'no as an individual, and it shows that he's a leader who is open to being critiqued. Diverse politicians should actually be doing. If you are a political leader, allow the media to scrutinize, allow the media to actually give a detailed information regarding it has also apologize when they have done wrong. It's a culture that is not practiced in Zimbabwe. They view apologizing as a sign of weakness. But a good political leader, will, when having done something wrong, will actually acknowledge it and take a step further and apologize and say, indeed, here I acted wrongly. I do apologize. No. Chino'no is a perfect being. He is not a perfect reporter. Sometimes he has made mistake. He's a human being, just like anybody can make mistakes. Even you viewers, you can also make mistakes. It's quite normal, but we should not see politicians fighting with journalists, because that would be interpreted as or blocking a journalist. That would be interpreted as actually silencing some of the voices. The culture that we have seen within ZANU-PF, definitely we don't expect anyone who is confrontational to ZANU-PF to exercise a similar culture. We expect a change. That is why you notice when people realize that someone is practicing the same thing that ZANU-PF is practicing to his supporters, to the media, then people become scared of that individual. That what if we give you power? Then it means also we will be under the very same regime that we are fighting against. So it's a good move that was done by Nelson Chamisa. Let journalists do their work. Don't actually enter the terrain of journalists. Whether they are wrong, whether they are right, let them do their work. They are journalists. Sometimes they would not always get it right. Let the analyst analyze you in a manner, in a way they want to. People at the end of the day, they reason. They can see that this one is misfiring, this one is on point. So even if that person is wrong about you, it doesn't mean that is going to sway your supporters. Remember also, they say there is absolutely no negative publicity. Publicity is publicity. That is what I have heard people say. Thank you very much once again for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we be live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are liberators. And you can also equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars.